Hi everyone. Today we're going to study more sample problems on the topic area between two curves. Example 1. Find the area of the region bounded by the curves y equals x squared and y equals negative x squared plus 4x. The step 1 is find the limits a and b. We say that the y of the first equation is equal to the y of the second equation. Therefore, the right-hand side of the first equation is equal to the right-hand side of the second equation. So we write here x squared equals negative x squared plus 4x. Let us simplify this equation. The right-hand side, let us transpose to the left side. And when we simplify, we will get 2x squared minus 4x equals 0. Let us solve now for x. We can do factoring. The factors now are 2x times x minus 2 equals 0. Let us equate each factor to 0. So we have 2x equals 0 and the x minus 2 equals 0. Solving for x in the first factor, we have now x equals 0, while for the second factor here, the x equals 2. Therefore, we can write the a and b. The a equals 0 because this is the smaller value of x, and the b equals 2, the bigger value. Step 2 now is to solve for the area. Let us write the formula here. Let us now choose f of x and g of x respectively. We can choose the first equation to be the f of x and the second equation to be g of x. Because of this absolute value symbol at the end, if our area becomes negative, we will just take the positive value. Substituting now the corresponding values, we have now a equals the absolute value of the definite integral from 0 to 2. f of x is that x squared minus the g of x is the negative x squared plus 4x, then the dx. Simplifying the difference here, we will get 2x squared minus 4x. Let us now start finding the integral. 2x squared becomes 2 times x cubed over 3 minus 4x becomes 4 times x squared over 2. Later, we will evaluate this with the limits of integration. We can simplify further this expression, and it becomes like this. Now we are ready to evaluate this expression with respect to the limits of integration. So we have now 2 times 2 cubed over 3 minus 2 times 2 squared minus 2 times 0 cubed all over 3 minus 2 times 0 squared. The second group here will come down to 0, so we can cancel this out. While the first group can now be simplified into negative 8 over 3. But this is an area. We don't take the negative value. So we will get the absolute value. And the final answer will be 8 over 3 square units. This is the final answer. Example 2. Find the area of the region bounded by the curves y equals x squared minus 2 and y equals 2. Step 1 is to find the limits a and b. We say that y of the first equation is equal to the y of the second equation. So we have y equals y. Therefore, the right-hand side of the first equation is equal to the right-hand side of the second equation. So we write here x squared minus 2 equals 2. Simplifying this, and we will get the value of x, we have now x squared equals 4. If we take the square root of both sides, we will get the value of x, and this is equal to plus or minus 2. So we write here a equals negative 2, which is the smaller value of x, and b equals the positive 2, the bigger value of x. Then step 2, let us solve for the area. Our formula is here. Our f of x, we can write the first equation, and the gx is the second equation. Substituting the corresponding values, we have now a equals the absolute value of the definite integral from negative 2 up to 2. Our f of x is x squared minus 2 minus g of x, that is the positive 2. Let us simplify the difference here, and we will get this x squared minus 4. Let us now do the integration. The x squared becomes x cubed over 3 minus the 4 is now 4x. We will evaluate this with respect to the limits of integration negative 2 up to positive 2. Evaluating further, we have now 2 cubed over 3 minus 4 times 2 minus the second group. Negative 2, the quantity is raised to 3 all over 3 minus 4 times negative 2. Simplifying the groups respectively, the first group here will get negative 16 over 3 minus the second group will get 16 over 3. If we get the difference, we will have negative 32 over 3. Of course, we will take the absolute value. So the final answer is positive 32 over 3 square units. This is the final answer. Example 3. Find the area of the region bounded by the curves x minus 2y plus 8 equals 0 and x squared equals 8y. For our solution, first let us convert each equation showing y as a function of x. So we have the first equation to be y equals x plus 8 over 2. Or we can simplify this further. The second equation becomes y equals x squared over 8. Now step 1. Find the limits a and b. Y equals y. So we write the left-hand side to be x over 2 plus 4 equals the right-hand side x squared over 8. Let us multiply this equation by the LCD of the fractions. So we can finalize this into x squared minus 4x minus 32 equals 0. We can solve for x using factoring or by using the quadratic formula. And we will get the values x equals 8 and negative 4. So the value of a is negative 4, that is the smaller value, and b equals 8, the bigger value. Now step 2. Let us solve for the area. Our formula is here. Let us do substitution. We have now a equals the absolute value of the definite integral from -4 to +8. Our f of x is the x over 2 plus 4 minus g of x, that is the x squared over 8. Simplifying our fractions, we will have this x over 2 plus 4 minus x squared over 8. Let us do now the integration. This x over 2 becomes 1/2 times x squared over 2 plus integral of 4 is 4x minus integral of x squared over 8 is 1 over 8 times x cubed over 3. This will be evaluated later with respect to the limits of integration from -4 to +8. We can simplify further our expression here into x squared over 4 plus 4x minus x cubed over 24. Doing the evaluation with respect to limits, we get now this 8 squared over 4 plus 4 times 8 minus 8 cubed over 24 minus the square of -4 all over 4 plus 4 times -4 minus the cube of -4 all over 24. We can simplify the first group minus the big second group. So we have now the first group is simplified into 80 over 3 minus the negative of 28 over 3. Combining these fractions, we will have 108 over 3. And we can simplify this into 36 square units. This is the final answer. I hope you learned something from this video. See you again next time.